going on, guys? Alright, it's been a while since you've seen my face, but I think we're going to be doing something a little bit different now. I'm at a friend Jake's workshop, and we're going to be doing a little series on his VL build. So let's walk in here and see what's going on. Mr. Jake.
What's going on, guys? Here we are. This is my workshop. Some of you may have already seen on YouTube, the Iron Empire. This is where we film some stuff here. Raf today's come in, and we're going to have a look at my VL Commodore build, and let's get into it. Alright, so I'll introduce you to the build. This is a VL Commodore I picked up a little bit earlier in the year. Throughout the year, I do a bit of wheeling and dealing myself, and I come across this VL. We initially slammed it. It was just an NA auto car. The year's gone on. I finished most of my jobs in the shop here, doing a bit of paint, panel and stuff, and Summernats is approaching. I think it's about 80 days away now. I've been getting stuck into it. All other jobs have been put aside. Here we have mighty LS1. It's been done to death, but we're going to do it again, and we're going to try and put a little bit of an edge on it, make it nice, make it something cool. Basically, the engine, there's not much done to it. It's a stock LS1. It's got a VCM 710 cam in it, oil pump. I think it's got timing chains done, some gabagook in the headwork. We got the APD Dominator carby on it, all that sort of stuff to jazz it up real nice. Yeah, it's a pretty neat unit. Also on this car, basically, I'm going, instead of EFI like a lot of people do, carby setup on it. I'm a big fan of the carby setups on cars. It's less wiring, a little bit more agricultural, but that's sort of my style. As you can see in the background, I've got an F100, and that's my daily driver I'm building. So I like doing things a little bit different. We're going to simplify this engine again. We're going to put electronic water pump on it, get rid of all these pulleys and stuff on the front, because that, I think, in my opinion, that makes the LS a really ugly engine. This pulley here, I believe it does something to make some more powers. Not much. It came with the engine. I wouldn't do it because I'm stingy. But here we got Victor Jr. manifold on it, and what I've done the engine in MX grey with the black carby, black rocker covers, black air filter, just to give it that look, because the car's going to be it's actually going to be painted in mulberry, the wild mulberry VL colour, and obviously MX grey bars on it, black accents, black wheels, and we're going to try and tie that into the look. All right, so on this car with the engine bay. Done so many of these now, I'm getting sick of them, but this is the first one I've done for myself. So typical smooth bay, boxed the rails, got rid of the battery box, filled in the holes, all the holes in the firewheel filled up, this little lip here that they normally have, ground that off, welded that up. It looks pretty rough at the moment because it's all just in bare metal and there's just a bit of etch primer on it. It's not going to be running an air conditioner or heater box or anything like that. Get rid of that. It's a bloody show car / burnout car, so we don't need that. For the brakes in the front end, I've got the Wheelwood Booster Delete Master from Castlemaine Rod Shop with the proportioning valve right there. So what I'm going to do with the lines is they're all going to be going straight into the skirt of the engine bay through a bulkhead, and all the lines will be hidden from the bay, or the brake lines and all that sort of stuff. They'll come around the front and go to the other side and be all hidden, just so when you look at the engine bay, you just see engine and the carby and it's Anyway, so you know, when the engine's in there, it's all said and done, and you're going to see the carby, the rock covers, the engine. It's going to be simple, it's going to be nice, and you're not going to see the brake lines, you're not going to see the loom, you're not going to see all this stuff that, in my opinion, really takes away from a nice engine and nice bay. Also, front suspension in the car, pretty generic, because initially this build wasn't supposed to blow out how it has, but you know how it is. When you're there, you may as well just keep going, this, that. But I've just basically got all the front end sandblasted, cleaned up, this, that, painted in 2K, all the subframe and the struts, and I've got the adapter hubs to run the VT SS brakes on it, the calipers, the discs, whatnot. We'll have a look at that in a minute. So all the suspension's just been freshened up, new bushes, and yeah. No, you can't swear, because then you get this views. We get some bits and pieces.
Yeah. Little breathing break from all that talking, eh?
Here we are, we've got all our front end bits out. I'll just give you guys a run through of what I'm running. So lucky enough, when I brought the car, pulled it apart, cleaned everything, the rack out of the car's been reconditioned previously. You know, the bushes and everything's good on that, and lucked out there, because normally just waste money through that. Sway bar, subframe, all been painted. Struts down here been painted, lower control arms been painted. Michael from SA Chassis pressed in some new bushes for me. Got some hub adapters so you can run your VT calipers, your VT discs. Nice little brake upgrade. Power brakes supplied me with a couple of flex lines for the front, new brake lines. We've got some things in here, I'm not sure what they are, but I'm pretty excited to open that up. Probably some pads, wheel bearings, other hub adapter, sway bar links, KYB shocks, budget option, that's what we like, and some new discs. Give you guys an idea. I love it when everything's painted fresh. Put a new set of rotors on it. That's gonna look hot, you know what I mean? So I think maybe tonight as well, if you're lucky enough, we might assemble the struts, assemble the front end, some nice fresh shocks.
Now, okay, what do you got? What do you got?
I forgot. For once on one of my builds, I'm not running choppies. Normally I just take an angle grinder, but on this build, right, get King Springs, super lows, no choppies. So we might retain a little bit of the driving quality. So,
what about in the rear?
In the rear. So that's where it blew out. Initially I was going to do a shortened Borg Warner, 28 spine, billet axles, this, that, done to death. But I can't resist myself from just going overboard because I can do some fabrication myself, so I was like, might as well. So let's have a look.
Let's go. But that's how it's going to sit?
Yeah, that's how it's sitting at the moment. It's the right height I want to run. The wheels will sit slightly in because I'm tubbing it to fit a 295 tyre. Currently on the rims, they're 15 by 10s and they're running at 275. To make this happen, what I had to do is fabricate my own rails. I mimicked the factory ones, made CAD templates out of cardboard and cut them out, welded them in, lifted the rails up, narrowed them a little bit, put gussets in to reinforce. All this because I am building it with the intention of it can be engineered down the track if it needs to be. The diff housing 9-inch, so we've upgraded to a 9-inch, 35 spline billet axles, true track center, 411 gears, strange casing. So that's going to be the next thing. All the 4-link arms and everything are supplied by Hatsy Engineering. He's going to hook us up with those ones. And some coilovers in the rear. So it should be pretty stout rear end in the car. Definitely way overbuilt for what the LS1 5.7 will put out, but hopefully I can't break this car.
I haven't known him too long, but from what I do know, he'll probably break it.
No, I won't break this one.
You won't break it?
Hopefully not. It's got to last Summernats, we'll see how we go.
Yeah.
If we make it. We'll see how I go, because not only am I going to do the build, the tubs, all this sort of stuff, the trim, the bay, but I'm going to paint the car as well, so see how we go. A
few bits and pieces. And yeah, it's just me at the moment. Anthony's not here. He'll be coming later, you know. He's got a missus and stuff.
We're about to put the rack together onto the subframe, and these rack ends here look a bit average. So
you're not wrong.
They're pretty new, and the bushes and everything are good. But we'll just mask it up and blow a little bit of black on there, just make it a little bit better.
Oh yeah.
Nicola, come film. Come film.
What's this?
Alright, so don't be lazy when you're building a car. Wire wheel all your nuts and bolts, wire wheel the threads, because in the end, much better result. Paint them up, goes together nicely, much better. And I'll show you what we're going to paint them with. You can get this stuff at your local Auto Pro, Super Cheap, whatever. I've got a really nice cast iron paint in a rattle can. Bloody beautiful.
You lost a bolt. Did you find it? Alright, we're having technical difficulties, we'll come back.
So I'm just making myself up a little bolt holder. Jupiter colour, cast iron.
Oh
engine.
Yeah.
Make sure you get the engine enamel. Don't get the heat proof, no good.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh!
You got hit in the nuts.
Oh, yeah. You lose it.
I told you to touch his nuts.
Not gonna touch yours?
No, thank you.
Hey, man.
Hey man.
We got food.
He goes, you get me a city? I said, well, you didn't message me. I'm eating Phil's. Phil's at a burn.
We had Phil's palmy. It was delicious.
He ate Phil's. Alright, now we're going to go continue annoying Jake. And what do we got going on?
Just trying to figure out how these hubs go together.
So we got the Dick Johnson helping. He's helping out with the hubs.
I just make things look good.
Yeah, that's fine.
This is the most mechanical I do to cars. Qualified, cabinet maker, and he'll bang your wife.
Yeah, by the way, all my hair's gone. Shit. Well, you wouldn't have greased them.
Well, yeah, no, to be honest, I changed these bearings in the F truck before I drove to Canberra this year. And trust me, it wasn't like this.
Did you grease them?
A little bit.
Shampoo.
No, they gave me rears instead of fronts.
Oh, you know what you say to that?
Oh, we'll go do something else. Maybe we'll do some more work on the rails of the rear of the car tonight.
Rear end sounds nice.
Call it a day.
We figured out they gave him the wrong springs. So front end's not happening tonight. So VL's in the air. And I think he's going to be doing some stuff for the rear end while we're here.
I got home. Calling. Dog.
Yeah, get him. Film him. Film Sam.
Hello. What are you doing?
Say hello to your followers, man.
Oh, hello. We grab a new sticker. It's half like my car. I don't know where we are.
No, I know that, but you were like,
We're here
you'll lose that.
in Jake's shed. Alright.
No photography.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh, no photos.
Alright. I think we're calling it a night. Are we, Jake?
Yeah, that's gonna be
The man has spoken.
No, hold on.
Hang on, yeah, fix your hair.
Alright, so we're going to call it a night here. Thanks again, MCSA and Raf, Anthony, everybody that come down. Let us know how you like this bit of a video, bit different style. Me showing you guys what I do here and what I'm doing with this car. You've just seen doing a bit of work to the rails in the car now at the moment. Now, everything I do here, alright, there's a correct way to do it, and then there's a way I can do it, which is a little bit cheaper. It's probably a little bit harder in some ways because, you know, if you're going to do this, or a shop was going to do this that do tubbing all the time, they'd probably get plasma cut rails done and all this sort of stuff. But I did this making cardboard templates and everything here, all in-house. With the rails, some of you might be asking, why am I messing with VL rails and stuff, and it doesn't look like anything crazy's happened. But what I've actually done is raised this hump up a little bit so we have more diff clearance, so I can run the car at a lower height with full suspension travel and not hitting bump stops. The material I've taken out of this side of the rail, I've added onto the top, and I've also sliced the rail in half, and that material on the width I've put onto the inside. I've also made the rail out of 6mm thick steel, so it's going to give it a bit more strength. We're going to tie it in here into the torque boxes, into the back of the car, and that's not finished yet, and you'll probably see a bit of that in the upcoming videos if we continue to do this. And yeah, it's early stages. Currently, it still looks like a bit of a mess, but I can see the end result, and that's what counts. And it's a bit hard from everybody else looking in. They see this car and they go, wow, it's a big job, but you just need to have a vision. And if you have a vision and you have the will to do it, you can do this at home, you can do this anywhere. I know I've got the hoist and equipment, but we all started in a shed, didn't we? There we go.
That's it. Everyone clap. All right, that's the crew.